All right, welcome everyone to our April 9th Strong as a Mother call. We're so excited to talk about Tower Gardens tonight because it's not a topic that we talk about a lot. And so we want to make sure that everybody, we just assume that everybody knows what they are and how to talk about them and how to share them. And that's not the case. And so we definitely want to make sure that you guys know about all of our products, and that is definitely one of them. But first, we're going to kick off with our highs. So go ahead and unmute yourselves. So that way we can all share something amazing that happened this week, whether it was Juice Bliss related or not, or totally be honest and real here. We love positive energy, but if you guys are having a real struggle with something, customer's response or just how to handle something in the business, now's a good time. And then we can kind of help with that as well. So I'm going to mute and unmute yourselves and you guys can.
Mine is so messed up.
I'll totally start. One of the highs of my week so far was Ashlyn and I had an awesome conversation last night. I think we talked for over an hour and just really excited about growing our local community here and just doing some awesome things. And it was just a great conversation, gave me a lot of energy. It was just really good positivity. It was just awesome. And that was one of the highs of my week.
Awesome. Who else wants to go?
Well, my high of my week was today, finally getting a grip on my household after everyone has been so sick. And I pretended like it was the best day ever. And so then the kids kind of followed suit. And I was like, man, I really nailed being a mom today. Yesterday, I really failed being a mom. Yesterday was one of those days where I was like, oh my God, I hope that they don't remember today. I was so patient, short. And then today they were like, this is the best day ever. And I was like, oh, nothing feels better.
Oh, that's awesome. Especially, I mean, that is saying a lot whenever it's their best day ever and they weren't feeling well and you were still had an awesome day. That's huge. That's huge.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I see Jasmine's on here. Welcome, Jasmine. All right. Does anybody else have anything?
I
can share my high.
Sorry, my kids.
Yeah.
That's my high is I finally found a 2-day-a-week preschool in this town for my children. So I get 2 mornings to myself, which I'm hoping to grow my business during some of that time. I might take a nap, but yeah, the waiting lists here were crazy. So after 3 months, we finally got them in.
That's incredible. I'm so excited about that.
But,
yes. I feel like, especially when you're somewhere new, I feel like that's kind of the must because you're yes, we take our kids everywhere with us, but what are we doing with it? Are we taking them to the gym to meet people? Are we going to the park for play dates? It's hard. It's hard. So that's cool that you get to have some you time.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Well, I had a high this week and it was that I did an expo in Spokane when we were there. So a year and a half, well, it was January of 2018. And just this last week, on Friday or something, someone from that event that I reached out to multiple times, we did a great call. I followed up with her. I've kind of stayed in contact with her, but anyway, she reached out on Facebook on a Spokane page and was just like, hey, I'm looking for Kelsey, she did this, she had lost my number. She had anyway. And so she tracked me down to be okay, we're ready to get started. And she just retired. And so she actually, we had a great conversation about the business, but I was just really excited because she said, she said, I just loved how patient you were and how much you followed up. You continued to follow up with me even months after that expo. And she was like, so I had to find you. I had to find you to sign up. And I was like, yes, follow up works even when you've moved away and it's been over a year. So that was my high. That was something that was really exciting. All right. Anybody else? We probably have time for one more. Sabria came on. Look at all these new people that popped on while I was chatting. Cool. Welcome. All right, cool. So we are going to, you guys, if you are hopping on and joining us a little bit late, we are going to chat Tower Gardens tonight. It's something that is a huge resource and amazing way to bring people into our community. Even the ones that, think they eat enough fruits and vegetables and all of that. And so we just want to make sure that you guys are really knowledgeable on what they are, how they work, and how to share them. So Kristen's actually going to go ahead and start sharing a little bit. I know she's been doing a lot with Tower Gardens in schools lately. So I'll go ahead and let her start.
Yeah. Hi, you guys. I apologize. I am 100% pumping while we're on this call because we're going to Florida tomorrow and I have to pack when we're done. So I had to multitask. So I apologize if you keep seeing me look down. I'm looking at my milk flow, just keeping it real. All right. So obviously our capsules, our shakes, our gummies, bars, omegas, they are the bread and butter of Juice Plus, and they're amazing and they change lives. But what our job overall to do, if somebody was to be what is your job with the Juice Plus company? Our job is to inspire healthy living. That is our main mission. And that's what we as a community are doing. And many ways that we do that is by sharing healthy things that we do in life, right? Healthy recipes, healthy life hacks, wellness hacks, whatever it may be. And one of those things is our Tower Garden, which is a really great way for people to be even healthier by growing their own fruits and vegetables. So I want to kind of first talk about why the Tower Garden is so awesome. Not only does it grow up to 18 to 28, depending if you have the extension on it, organic fruits and vegetables all year round, it actually yields about 40% more nutrient dense produce than you will find in the grocery store. And the reason behind that is because when you're going to the grocery store and you're buying fruits and vegetables, they were picked super early. You guys all know this from kind of our Juice Plus spiel that we give people, but it was picked super early. It's not nutrient dense, watery tasting, not ripe, lacks a lot of nutrition. Well, with the Tower Garden, because of the plant food that we put into the tower, and because of the fact that we pick it when it's ripe, right off the tower, it contains tons more nutrition. So the food that you're eating from the tower is actually going to provide a lot more nutrition for you and your family. So if people are looking to keep their families healthier and grow their own produce, this is a really amazing option for them. Oh, perfect. Okay, cool. But a lot of people aren't really sure, if you don't have a Tower Garden, I know that it's really hard for people sometimes to think how am I going to share this tower if I don't have one? It's actually really, really easy to share because you don't need a personal experience. I think a lot of times with Juice Plus itself, people will find it difficult to share if they're just first starting and they haven't had a great experience yet. And we obviously, help to teach people how to break through that barrier. But with the Tower Garden, you don't need to necessarily have one or have an experience with it. Talk about how awesome it is. If somebody likes gardening, you've got something for them, right? You've got this amazing aeroponic garden that with you are really truly feeding your family from it. Within about a 6-month period of time, you will start to save money on groceries. So if you're someone that's buying organic kale and spinach and lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, that kind of stuff, you're going to save a lot of money if you're really utilizing the tower. And you're going to be feeding your family a lot more nutrient dense produce, which is really, really cool. So how to share towers, right? It's probably the big question. Okay, so they've got this great tower. Where do we go from here? So there are a couple of things that you can do with towers. One is you obviously can grow them at your home. They're fantastic for that. They obviously are very great kind of for just a single family. Another thing is you can share them with restaurants, smoothie shops, stuff like that. It's great. It's a beautiful eye-catching feature as well as provides produce. So if somebody uses a lot of kale and spinach in a smoothie shop, that is a great place to say, hey, where do you guys get your fruits and vegetables from? Where do you get your spinach from, your lettuce from? And they might say, oh, we, pay this person to grow it and whatever. So, asking them if they would be interested in growing their own with a really beautiful, tower that's super attractive. A great conversation piece could really bring people into the store. Your upline can definitely help you with that. But restaurants, smoothie shops, places like that are a great place as well. Schools are really incredible. And the reason that I really want to kind of touch on the school topic tonight is that if you can work your angles and what I call follow the breadcrumbs, because it's sometimes a little bit of a challenge to get them in schools if you don't have a direct contact. they're really, really worth it. And I will tell you why, is that we not only have these amazing towers that schools can get sponsorship for, get grants for, or they could have the funds in their budget to pay for them. But it comes with a free curriculum. And that's really, really huge, you guys, because we are basically giving people from kindergarten through, I believe it's 8th grade, curriculum for science and math and technology to utilize these towers in their curriculum. And that's huge, because we're not saying like, hey, like, here's this great tower and you guys can, work it into your, your curriculum however you want. We're like, hey, here's this great tower and we're going to tell you exactly how you can use it, to educate your kids about all these incredible things. And we've got them in places like Yale, James Madison University. Like, there's a whole bunch of schools that are really doing amazing things with them. And we have those referenced on the Juice Plus Tower Garden site. But they're an amazing thing to share. So my recommendation is, if you've got those wheels turning and, if you have kids in school, obviously like reaching out to their school is a great start. Either the science teacher or the principal is a great place to start. If you don't have kids in schools, I'm sure that you probably know somebody that's a teacher, or somebody in the education system that would be a really great resource to kind of get you in. I've been following like many breadcrumbs, because sometimes it's easier to get them into one school, and then by word of mouth, you'll get them into other ones. But you kind of, like I said, have to follow the breadcrumbs. Start with somebody who might give you a name of somebody, they might give you a name, and so on. But, don't give up if it's a challenge, because the reality is that Tower Garden is great volume, you guys. And if you're pushing for a promotion of any kind, most of you on here are probably pushing for VF or SC with our Express Track to SC promotion. Which, if you guys don't know about it, make sure that you're talking to your upline after this call to find out more about that Express Track to Sales Coordinator, because it's amazing. It's great volume. And what we mean by volume, for all of those that are new on the call, so Jasmine, I'm actually bringing the tower in. Jasmine just texted me and said, have you started at Langley? So we have 2 towers and we really only use one of them. So I'm donating one of my towers to Max's kindergarten class, and it's going to stay at the kindergarten. I'm not going to like make it move classrooms with him or anything, but my hope is, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to work with the teachers on it, and we're super excited. But my hope too is that once we get them into one classroom, the school might see a value in it to get them into more. And if not, then like it's totally fine. And I've made a great donation that the kindergartners will absolutely love and they'll use time and time again. So that's like our own personal donation. Obviously, like I have kind of ulterior motive with it. Obviously, I want the class to benefit from it, but I also want them to get more. So I'm really excited about that. But so for those of you who are new, what volume means is anytime that you're trying to hit a promotion, you need basically a certain amount of orders. Don't worry about volume for those orders. Just know that the Tower Garden is a big ticket item, so that's worth a lot of volume. So that's really going to count and really help you get to your promotions faster than if you just sold Omegas, for example. Omegas versus Tower Gardens, 2 very different orders. So Tower Gardens are a really great way to build a lot of volume quickly and get a great, great, great paycheck as well. Okay, let me stop there and ask you guys what kind of questions that you have about towers. Have you had questions about them? Have you tried to share them? Challenges, questions, lay them on me.
Hey, I got a question.
Yeah.
I'm like, I watch some of the videos and stuff, but I really have not explored the Tower Garden as much as I should. But when you're ordering, what's the typical amount that like a variety?
Yeah.
Or like how many seeds do you get, or different variety or whatever?
Great question. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to screen share with you guys and I'm going to show you because that's what people will ask. How much is it? What do you get? Yeah. So,
or picking your own versus what's given, or like a set kit or what?
Yeah. Yep, exactly. So, sorry.
Do you want me to pull it up? I already have the Tower Garden site up.
Do you already have it pulled up? Yeah. My computer's just being super slow for some reason.
Yep.
So what you get with the Tower Garden is when you go to, you know, your Juice Plus website or your Tower Garden website, what you'll see is a bunch of things listed. But the very first one is our Tower Garden growing system. So this one comes with literally every single thing that you would need to run a tower. It comes with the tower itself. It comes with the pump. It comes with seeds. It comes with the plant food. It comes with the pH tester. Literally everything. You don't need to go out and buy anything. Everything you have is here. All you need is water. As you can see on the kind of the bottom right there, it does come with seeds. So the starter kit comes with, I believe it's cucumber, tomato, basil, lettuce, spinach, and it might come with like one other thing. I've gotten some like offset ones. So that's kind of like the basic stuff that it comes with. If anybody, like we really like lettuce and we really like kale in our house. So I run down the street to the local hardware store and I buy organic seeds from the hardware store. They're nothing fancy, like just any old seed will work. So if anybody has anything like special they want to plant that is not included in the Tower Garden kit, they would have to go get out and get those seeds or order them from Amazon or something like that. So that is the basic Tower Garden. Now, and that the cost of that is you have two options. You can do a pay in full, just like Juice Plus. You can do a pay in full or you can do monthly installments. The pay in full is going to be $525 plus freight shipping, which is $50. So out of the door just for that, it's going to be $575 plus tax. Or people can do a payment plan, which is $45.25 a month. And they can pay it off monthly, which is awesome. So as Kelsey's scrolling down to the bottom, what people will also need is you're going to see all these other little accessories. So it comes with the mineral blend. It comes with this seedling starter kit. It does not come with a support cage. That is kind of an add-on item that people can get if they are going to grow tomatoes and they want the tomatoes kind of, you know, go around the cage. We've got the extension kit so you can grow more things in the tower. We've got the dolly, which I didn't have when we first started, and I actually ordered it shortly after because if you've ever filled up a 25-gallon bucket full of water, it's really hard to move. So the dolly makes it really easy to move your Tower Garden in different locations. And then we also have our Tower Garden microgreens extension kit, which is super cool because microgreens are really in right now. Like if you go to any like restaurants, like I'm thinking like avocado toast with microgreens on top is like super in here in Washington DC. But like that's the kind of stuff that you can grow here, microgreens, which are basically like little mini baby herbs and vegetables, which are super, super cool. They're great to add to salads. People just really like them. And so then Kelsey, if you scroll down to the lights. Oh, sorry. Did we go past them? Oh, there we go. Okay, so far right corner, LED indoor grow lights. So they're so pretty, you guys. I love how they fountain off the top of it. These are our new indoor grow lights. So if you're going to be growing the Tower Garden indoors, you're going to need lights because plants need sunlight, air, and water to grow. So it can't be in your basement with no light on it. It needs either direct sunlight or it needs these grow lights. So the grow lights are super, super pretty. They're $250. Totally worth it. They look amazing. So that is kind of, and then if you have people that are interested in getting more than one tower at a time, we obviously have our Tower Garden family, which is going to be the 3 towers. And then the cost per tower decreases because you're buying 3 of them. If you've got like somebody who's trying to create an urban farm or do something really spectacular with towers, we can obviously do the Tower Garden Community Garden, which is, how many is that? I don't know how many towers it is.
Okay, sorry. I clicked on the Tower Garden family first because it actually comes with with extension kits already. It comes with 1 support cage. It comes with bigger sizes of the mineral blend and everything. And then it actually comes with, I think, a dolly. I thought it came with dollies for them. Maybe that's wrong.
Does it? Okay. So you're getting a really good deal.
But yeah, so it's 3 of them, but like you'll actually, these ones will be able to grow more because it has additional levels already on them. And then it does come with a support cage for 1 of them. And yeah, so you do get some of the accessories. But the let's see. So it's a set of 12 tower gardens.
Okay, 12. Yeah. So that would be like if somebody's doing an urban farm or something, just they would just need more towers. That's a great one as well. Okay, so Jasmine, you asked a great question. Yes, you can grow indoors and outdoors. So what we do is in the wintertime, we grow indoors. And then when weather gets nice, usually after the first frost, which around here in Washington is like the end of March, I will take the lights off. They just kind of screw off the top really easily. And I move my tower outside. So you can grow indoors and outdoors. And I'm the same as you. I've never kept anything alive in my entire life, except, well, I should say I did kill the tower once, but it came back to life. So as long as you have water in the basin of the tower garden, it literally runs itself. When I say I killed it, we went on vacation. It was super, super hot. Came back like 5 days later, and like I looked out the window and all the plants were like sagged over. And I was like, oh no, I forgot to fill up my tower. Like it's totally going to die. So I filled it up with water, and like an hour later, all the plants were perked back up and it was alive again. And I was like, oh my God, you really can't kill the tower garden. So as long as
that 3 times in 1 week when we were in Alaska, 3 times the outlet on the outside of the house died. And so everything died in it. And then as soon as you plug it back in, it like comes back. It's
amazing. Crazy. Like you really, as long as it's got water in it, like and it's pumping the air and water through, it will stay alive. It's pretty spectacular. And I'm like the worst tower garden. Like people always have these questions. How often do you refill it? So it's going to depend on where you are. If you're in Florida in the summertime, you're going to have to fill it probably each week. Here, like when in the cooler months, like in September in DC, like I fill it like once a month. So it just depends how hot it is and how much the plants are drinking the water. So I always tell people like just check it weekly. Like just it's got a little like lid on the basin top. Just like poke your head in. If it looks like it's getting low, just stick the hose in and fill it up. It's super, super easy. And you can grow anything in the tower that is not a root vegetable. So obviously like no potatoes, no carrots or anything like that, but you can grow literally anything. Like
this list is so extensive, and this is like the fruits and the vegetables, the herbs and the flowers. So this is the website, you guys, that you have access to. This is when people go to nikki.juiceplus.com or whatever, there is a tower garden one you can also just send them straight to. And this has everything you need. So what I love about this site is that it will actually show you how the tower garden works. And it's this really cool short, like not even 2-minute video of oops, sorry, I didn't mean to actually hit it play. A really cool quick video of how the tower actually, let's see if we can watch it in fast forward. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
So like it like fills up, right? It's telling you it needs water and air, and you can put all these things in it. So you fill up the reservoir with water and you add the nutrients and you add your plants, and then it goes up like the water shoots up to the top and rains down on all the roots, and then the roots anchor themselves into the tower. And then like all of your, see, there you go. It's raining down. It's not like I've seen this a million times or anything. And then your produce grows and it's beautiful and it's wonderful. So this is right on your website, right on the very first thing. And so what I always tell you to do, if you're gonna share tower gardens, just watch that like once in your life, and then you'll be able to explain it and you'll be able to talk about it. And just like Kristen says, it makes sense to you can touch on these parts, that you'll actually grow more things faster with less space, with no soil, and so your nutrient quality is going to be higher, but also with less water. It is such a small footprint, and you can grow these anywhere. I grew them for 3 winters in Alaska. Well, 3 years solid in Alaska. And you guys, in that time, and we ate off of this thing every single day. I did not have to buy lettuce or kale or jalapeno peppers or basil or cilantro, like any of my herbs. I didn't have to buy any of that literally the whole time we lived there. Like it just kept producing all year long. It was really cool. But how it works is just so simple. Don't be intimidated by how a tower garden works. It's a plug and play. And when you share that with people, it really is there are going to be some troubleshooting things, right? If you're growing indoors, you use less mineral. There's a couple troubleshooting things that will be different, but we have the resources here for all of your customers. We have the blog here that actually keeps people filled in. We also have, do we have Tower Talk still, Kristen?
They said they were taking it down last time I saw.
Okay. So, but there's a Facebook page and stuff too, so that you can always ask questions and find resources for. And so that's really easy. But I wanted to just share real quick, if you guys haven't seen Tower Gardens, what this is looking like in classrooms, and maybe it'll spark some inspiration for who you want to talk to about this. This was our first experience with Tower Gardens, was having this crazy guy like on stage at conference. And when I say crazy, Kristen, were you there when he was?
Si se puede.
Yeah, but like, so the first time he came, I can't remember if I knew Kristen then or not. The first time he came on stage, you guys, literally like everyone in the, like nobody knew what was happening. This guy's like jumping around stage with this oversized baggy shirt that I swear looked like it had holes in it.
Yeah.
And we were like, did like some crazy person come off the street in Phoenix?
We're like, what are they doing?
Over our conference, like we didn't know what was happening. And anyway, then we find out that like this is our spokesperson basically for Tower Gardens, because, and you'll see why, because this is where what he does now. Green Bronx machine and everything else. So I'm going to just play this real quick.
My name is Stephen Rich, and I am CEO of Chief Eternal Optimist of Bronx County. We're going to actually grow our own life. We're going to grow our own food. We're going to go from people to plants.
Tower Gardens is like this plant, but you don't see soil. And then the water comes up, and then it comes down and rain on the ground.
So you can't farm in the South Bronx. Tell it to these people. They're farming. We still think food is the problem. Yet for all of us, food is the solution. We have some of the highest rates of juvenile diabetes, juvenile obesity in the nation. We can change that. Absolutely have the power to change food in this generation. I think I still see the cheese. That's something. You mean I can pass it around and make the cheese? Absolutely. My job is to teach kids how to grow food. And I'm asking everyone to roll up their sleeves, get a little dirty, and grow something great.
You like to put stuff like salad, cucumbers, tomatoes.
My fourth and fifth graders came into a classroom with no windows to build a tower garden and literally turned it into a farm. And we talked about how healthy food builds healthy minds and healthy bodies, and where are we doing it? Right here in school. So did everybody plant the cheese? I just enjoy it. You know, putting seeds around like a closet. OMG, as they say, this is their moment.
I think we care about it a lot, and he wants to learn and have fun at the same time.
I'm not a farmer, but I'm planting seeds.
He always says, I like pieces because this is love, and they grow and grow and grow to be successful.
You use 21st century technology to generate food and to create beautiful things to sit on. That's easy. It's easy. It's empowering. They're growing. The plants are growing. They're responsible for it. They know they can grow their own. They really start changing the way they see their relationship to the world and their place in it. I love it. Thank you. Okay, we'll go back to the Monday next time.
All right, so
That's just like one of the many Stephen Ritz ones. There's a lot of other ones that are super high energy, super exciting, that talk more about it. They're just longer. And so I just wanted to give you guys a little taste of what cool things are happening in schools. If you couldn't hear it, just literally Google, YouTube, Stephen Ritz Tower Gardens or the Green Bronx machine, and that will pop up. So, but look, it's so simple that even like those second graders could like understand what was happening and like explain how it works, right? So don't be scared by these. Just know that they're really, really cool. It's a plug and play, and it does really awesome. It's free advertisement too. Let's be real. You put it up outside your door to grow, and people are going to be like, "What is that? I want one." And so they're really, really simple for sharing our mission and what we do. All right. So what other questions did we have pop up? I'm just trying to follow along on the chat. But yeah, Beth. Oh, I think Beth's saying bye, or she has a question. I don't know. Either way. Okay. So did anybody else have any questions about Tower Gardens that we can get answered for you?
Cool. Well, if you guys do have questions, reach out to Kelsey and I. We are happy to help you. Feel free to steal any Facebook posts that you see surrounding Tower Gardens. Basically, any Facebook posts that you guys see, you can steal them. I mean, I think that basically any Juice Plus rep is kind of fair game. What happens after you pick the veggie? How do you replace it? Okay, so certain fruits and vegetables are going to be long yielding. So for example, lettuce, you can continue to pick pieces of the lettuce until it's kind of like done. Flowering is not the right word, but it'll kind of like, it keeps producing lettuce leaves until the plant is done. So when all the plants, but then there's things like broccoli, where broccoli will grow one big head of broccoli and that's it. So like once you pick that head of broccoli, that's it. That plant is done. So depending on like which fruits and vegetables you have growing in the tower, like once it's done, and you'll know when it's done because like it won't produce anymore, you pull it out and you plant new stuff. And it's super, super easy. You just pluck it out of the tower. Usually at the end of every season, we pull stuff out, kind of clean the tower out, and then replant for the next season. Good question.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, we are super excited about it's springtime. It's the perfect time to be sharing these with people. So I'll actually work on sharing a Facebook post that just popped up in one of my memories the other day. I'll see if I can go back and find it and share it so you guys can start sharing what amazing tools you have. People don't necessarily know that they're part of the Juice Plus company. And so it's really exciting when we can share with them that this is indeed another product that we have. So have an awesome night, you guys. I hope you guys have been liking the conference week posts and actually watching them. Like actually click on those links and watch them, because then you'll be super excited for Austin and our time together there.
Yay.
Awesome,
All right,
guys.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
See y'all.
I'll talk to you later.